Call Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakokodash. I also want to say double honors to who, the elders of Great Millstone who teach this 100% truth, and also shalom to the brothers that are out there teaching this all over the world. And um, I'm probably not gonna make this video too long, although I do have a few scriptures relating to this topic, um, which I'm not even sure what I'm gonna name this video, but it's something to do with. It could be something to do with the old man, or like the old wine, that analogy. But basically, what made me do this video is because on my own time now, I am I'm upgrading my laptop, and I'm learning that, instead of installing the new drivers on top of the ones that you already downloaded, you need to completely, it's best for your PC to completely get rid of every single old driver, old update, delete it all, and then you have the one current update. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this, which is, I'm about to read. Let me just read Ephesians chapter 4, verse, we'll do 22 to 24. And it reads, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. And um I knew I have heard these scriptures before, and I've heard others like this. So I pretty much asked the Chat GBT to like just make it into plain words, like basically not translate, but basically like draw the analogy for me, right? Which the old man that is talking about in this scripture is like, you could take it as a corrupted operating system, or a corrupted graphics card, or whatever, right? Whatever is corrupted in your PC, then the truth, right? This 100% truth that the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua have been given access to, and Shalom and Tawada to the elders and brothers of Great Millstone, and the camps who teach like them. The water for them for teaching this truth, because without it, you would, you would still be this old man, right? Your computer, aka your self, would still be this corrupted being, right? And you are being made, um with true holiness and righteousness by this 100% truth, right? So this, um where it says to, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, this renewed mind that it's talking about is like, when your PC is like, when your PC or whatever is running properly, right? When you're fully optimized, right? Because without this 100% truth, um you're still an old man, right? And there are other scriptures about this same concept, in different parts. We can look, I think it's, yeah, Second Corinthians chapter 5 and 17. It reads, therefore, if any man be in Yahushai, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And when you do after the teachings of Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai. When you do as Yahweh Shai commands you, when you do as Yahweh commands you, when you follow these scriptures and renew your mind, like we read from before, and in this scripture it says, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, if you were to, when you come into the truth, stuff like, and everybody can say this, okay? Stuff like your old lifestyle, I don't know, for you brothers, I'll say for me, okay? What was I doing in my old lifestyle? Okay, growing up with a Levite mother, that griot, okay? Which is, if you don't, brothers don't know what that is, it's like a fried pork, okay? That old lifestyle, okay? Things you used to eat, things you used to do. Okay, this is another one, okay? I know maybe a lot of brothers can say the same, but things like smoking, okay? Things of your old lifestyle. I can give you so many examples, right? Whether it's your lifestyle, even your mentality, like, I just got to get rich and die trying. That wicked, foolish uh, mentality, or just general worldly mindset. Okay, these things, they have to go, right? Old things are passed away. These things, they have to die. Okay, behold, all things are become new. Behold, all things are the way Yahweh Shai um, would have wanted it for his disciples, right? For his followers, for his believers. And um, I'm reading now on GPT, like the way you describe it um, to like this PC thing, which I was stopped midway because I just realized, man, I didn't make a freaking video today, and that's not right. Um, GPT is like it is just like formatting a drive before installing a new system, right? And formatting is to completely wipe it clean before you install um, the new system. And here it is. There's still I still have there's so many scriptures, man. I'm just gonna keep. I'm just gonna um, go through all of them, man. Go through all of them that I have here. And here is Romans chapter 6, verse 6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. The thing the thing of the old man, right? Worldly behaviors, like, I mean, you could just name them off, okay? Having pride, okay? Exceeding pride, I don't know, gluttony, lust, whatever sin you used to partake in, great or small, you have to cut that out of your life. Try your absolute hardest, Salakia, to put those things away, right? Because relating it to a computer now, even if it's one small bug, even if it's one small file, that one file can corrupt your whole PC, right? And talking about your body now, that one sin you're doing can corrupt your whole spirit. So you have to remove this. You have to remove this um, corrupted file, okay? And I'm just talking. I'm relating it to PC. It's what was the most recent thing I was doing, and I don't really need to, but I don't know. Hopefully it's edifying. Hopefully it's not something that is confusing. You know. I have actually I did talk about the new wine and the old bottles. Um, so let's read that one in Matthew chapter 9 and verse 17. Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. Okay, it's in the red, so you know who's telling you this. Okay, you know who is speaking these words, right? It says that word here at the very top, but we don't call them by the J word, okay? As you know, the man that they call J is actually called Yahweh Shai. So when you see in red, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. So let's read. It says, so Matthew chapter 9, verse 17, it reads, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. Okay? And now I'm reading GBT, and it's saying it's like the perfect analogy, right? If you want the latest software, you can't have it on corrupted hardware. Okay. If that made sense to you, good. Now let's say it in English, right? Which is the truth. This 100% truth, man. You have to be really willing to change for this, okay? Because if you go into this having an old mindset about, okay, I'm trying to learn about Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, but oh, my birthday's coming up. I'm wondering what gifts I'll have, or oh, the third day of March, 33. Oh, that lines up with my astrology. Whatever the fuck you are into, okay? Or if you're like, if you have pride, like you come into this like, oh, I mean, I guess I'll learn about this, but I already have a pretty good idea of what my life is gonna be. Man, if you don't humble the fuck down, okay, if you have any type of worldly mentality, when this truth comes into you, what does it say? Else the bottles break, all right? When you try to put this new wine, when you try to put this new this new software, this new teaching, the 100% truth, when you try to put that into an old bottle, if you try to put that into a stubborn or a man who thinks worldly things, what's going to happen? The bottle breaks. It's going to break him. It's not for me, or this doesn't, or if you're too proud to say, oh, that's not what I learned before, so it must be fake. Fucking retard. Okay? Let me read that one again. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. Okay? And it's very simple, right? To be able to get this, excuse me, 100% truth, you the, and now to relate it to, I guess, my topic. Okay, I'm just gonna stick to it since I've been doing it the whole video, which is if you want your PC to run at max um, optimization, you need an internal change, right? You need to, how can I put this? As far as a PC, I already said it. You need to completely format. You need to completely delete the old files, mainly the corrupt files. Okay, you need to do a complete reset, and then you can be able to install the new, right? In a body, it's like Okay, hold on. No, there is a scripture. Okay, renew your mind. What is that? Uh, uh, something about renewing your mind. No, yeah, it's in Romans, I believe. I don't know if there's another one with that specific quote about renewing your mind. Yeah, yes, this is a good one. Let's read Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Okay? And here you read it, man. Renewing your mind. You need to come into this thing with a completely different mindset than what you had in the world. You need to humble yourself if you're prideful. You need to adopt a new mindset if you're too stuck on your old mindset. You need to be prepared for this because this truth, when you're in the world, you may think you fucking, you may be a Jehovah Witness or whatever, fucking Catholic. You may think you've heard the Bible, man, but you really truly haven't. I'm not gonna, let me just say something about myself personally. Man, just today I learned something new about the Bible. Okay? Just today I learned something new about the Bible. And you oh man. And I thought I knew I'm not even gonna get into it, right? But I'm just gonna say it's so bland and blatant, or I'm not gonna get into detail, right? But basically, I learned something about a topic. I thought like, this is just Esau fucking making shit up. Then I read it in the Bible. I watched a video. I think it was GMS Info Doc channel. Salak, if I'm to be honest, there's so many videos. I said I'm gonna link the brothers. Honestly, it's not good that I haven't done that, but I'm not gonna say I'm going to link the channel. There's so many channels that talk about this, but it is from a GMS info doc. And honestly, if I have to start linking and like giving not shout out, but like showing like where I got this from, like the credit, then I will absolutely do that. I have no problem doing that, but at this point now, I just want to upload a video, try to do it daily, but basically what I'm trying to say is I just finished watching a video about a topic. I thought it was some man-made Esau bullshit, and here it is. It's in the Bible, okay, and it's true. I'm not even gonna get into it. Listen, the Bible is full of things you've never heard before because your church you went to, that Jehovah Witness congregation you went to, wouldn't dare delve deep into how deep and how real Slovakia, how deep and how real this Bible can get. And you have to come into this with a completely open mind. Don't don't come into this with your old, especially if it's old worldly foolish, Egyptian, whatever fucking folly you were in before. Let go of that, okay? Because you won't be able to get this 100% truth unless you, okay, you talking about a computer, wipe out your existing software so that you can fully download the new, right? You see, okay, let me do another analogy. Right now, your brain is like, the storage, it's so full of junk, right? Or maybe, okay, let's talk about your email. Your email is so full of junk mail. and you can't receive any new email. What do you have to do? You have to delete the old to accept the new. Okay? Same thing with your computer. You want to download the newest and latest? Well, you need to delete the old junk to be able to accept the new. All right? Man, I think I've said it plain enough. I've read some scriptures. Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, to the elders of Great Millstone, and to the hopeful elect, the brothers preaching this, the water for teaching me, this 100% truth. And I'll say shalom to those who are listening, and Lord willing, this was edifying. So, on to the next.